Welcome everybody to part 2 of the Excel assignment for week 1. So in this exercise we will be exploring how to calculate crude mortality, age-specific mortality, and direct age adjustment. This exercise will require you to have access to demographic data as we did from American Fact Finder. Please work on the morbidity assignment prior to tackling this assignment. I'm going to assume you already know how to use the Excel formulas as they were extensively used in the morbidity tab. As with the previous tab, I will provide examples. Remember, age-specific mortality is ASR. That's the total number died in each category divided by the total in that age category times 100,000. Whereas the crude mortality rate is all deaths over the total population times 100,000. Age adjustment is odd. You have to calculate the ASR first and not multiply it by 100,000. Then you multiply that by a standard population or a population that you are attempting to compare it to. So now if you look, we have our ASRs all calculated as well as our crude already all calculated. If you click on our crude, you will see the formula up here, which is total number of deaths in all categories divided by total population estimate. Whereas if you look at our ASR formula, it is just total number of deaths in that age category over population in that age category. Now, if we were calculating the ASR, you could use your 100,000 multiplier or your 1,000 multiplier, whatever you're trying to use. Remember, multiplier doesn't matter all that much. However, when you're going down here to direct age adjustment, notice it's the exact same formula in that it is deaths in the numerator divided by the total population, but notice that we leave it in the decimal point. Now, we do that because you are going to multiply it times the standard population to get our expected deaths. Then what happens is you add up all the expected deaths and all the standard population, and you get your adjusted mortality, which is total number of expected deaths divided by standard population times 100,000. Now, what your age adjustment allows you to do is look at the impact of deaths at different age groups. So we expect elderly to die in greater frequency. So is your elevated death rate in your crude rate up here due to higher elder death or higher younger death, right, relative to the standard population? So as you can see, the age-adjusted mortality rate actually went up. This is a bad thing. This usually means that the deaths that are occurring in your population are younger than the standard population. So that is a public health emergency. Whereas if we were evaluating or age-adjusting deaths that are occurring within a retirement community, well, then the age-adjusted death rate might go down because the inflated death rate is due to people dying who are already of elder years, which is to be expected. So what you're going to do is you are going to reproduce your own formula here, okay? And this standard population, you are going to replace with an age distribution from your community, okay? So you can go ahead and delete all of these fun guys right here. You can leave the total population here. Notice that the formulas are all zeroing out because they don't know what to do. And we can go right over here to American Fact Finder. Now in American Fact Finder, we generally go to Advanced Search. Okay, and we can type in, oh, my Fresno County filter is already on, so I clicked X. Make sure that none of your selections are clicked over here so that every time you enter a term, you're working with a new search topic. So let's do San Diego. Now I'm going to pick San Diego County. And the file that I want is the age and sex file. Now, look what it gives you. It gives you percentages. And if you look back at our Excel file, we have broader age distributions. So 0 to 14, if we look here, that's 6.5%, 6.2%, and 6%. So if we add all of those up, that's 18.7%. Well, to get our population, we have to multiply 18.7% by 3,253,356. So let's go back to our Excel sheet. So 0.187 times, and that gives us our population estimate. So we are comparing, in this situation, the population here to the population here. And you're going to continue to add up those percentages and input the standard population over here and evaluate if the adjusted rate has gone up or down relative to your rate. This is how you calculate age adjustment. It's very important that you understand how to do it because it is on one of your midterm exams.